If she comes in this room, I'll rip your head right off your neck, I swear to God.
I thought about what you said.
So that's what I'm trying to do.
But don't come in here, Kady. It's kind of a mess.
Aunt Gemma's right, Kady. I'm all odds and ends right now. I'd really rather you didn't see me like this. It sounds like you're fighting.
We're not fighting!
Gemma just dropped me on the table. But I'm okay. Clumsy Gemma.
Well, it is, my friends. Happy Friday. It's finally the weekend. I just got back from watching Blumhouse's new horror, sci-fi thriller / comedy, M3GAN. The film follows roboticist Gemma, played by Allison Williams, who becomes the guardian of her 9-year-old niece, who has just lost her parents in a horrible car accident with a snowplow. And after she realizes that she don't have the necessary skills to become a parent, she creates an AI doll called M3GAN, which is actually M3GAN, which is Model 3 Generational Android, to become Kady's new best friend, who, and over time, as she begins to learn and take on more knowledge, she becomes Kady's overprotected parent figure as a replacement. But they soon discover that M3GAN is learning a lot more than she actually needs to, and people are finding themselves in danger and are murdered one by one. So first off, I just gotta say, I absolutely love this movie. This is more than just about a killer doll. I mean, there's a lot more beneath the surface than what we saw in the trailer a couple months ago. Now, when I first saw this trailer, I was excited. I was hooked. I mean, it looked crazy, bonkers. I mean, it just looked like it would be a dumb, fun, cheesy, good time. And that's exactly what it is, and then more. The movie, I mean, basically, it's funny, creepy, it's got a lot of chill. It's much more creepy than scary. But I mean, it's just, if you're gonna go to the movies this weekend, it better be to go see M3GAN. Forget Avatar 2. Let's fill those seats. Let's help M3GAN knock Avatar 2 off the throne and take number 1. I gotta say, I mean, first off, the positives about this movie. For one, like I said, performances are just terrific. I love Allison Williams is terrific. She was great in Get Out. She's great here. Violet McGraw, I thought she done a really good job. You know, there's some moments, where she kind of acts kind of disrespectful to her aunt, but you can kind of understand where that's coming from in the movie after following what happens, and there are a lot of emotional moments when it comes to that whole her with her trauma, her being traumatized and everything. There was several scenes where I got all teary. I was emotional. The relationship that she establishes with M3GAN is just really, really touching and really emotional. And when everything starts going down, you really kind of understand it. And I mean, M3GAN herself. I mean, she is just wow. This is definitely the next horror icon for damn sure. I'm sorry, Chucky. I love you, man, but you gotta be dethroned somehow, and you might just be it by M3GAN. She's done. I mean, she is funny. She is creepy for sure. I mean, it's weird how 1 minute she can be funny and the next she can just be chilling and just have this look that's just like, just sends the chills down your spine. Played magnificently by two actresses, voiced by Jenna Davis, and then portrayed by Amy Donald. And I think the collaboration between the two of them and how they bring M3GAN to life is just unbelievable. It's crazy because the Amy Donald, who portrays Megan, is actually younger than the one who is actually voicing her. And I think that's just amazing. And also the atmosphere, the mix of the lighting and the shadowy scenes, combined with the practical visual effects. I mean, it like I said, it brings a whole, and it elevates the creep factor to way up here. Yeah, and then the whole social commentary, the whole thing about the AI and everything, and how this movie. I mean, it really depicts how realistic it is, and how dangerously close we are to that, and you just can't help but have that element of fear in there, knowing that, hey, this is what could actually happen. I mean, it's just, it's unbelievably, moving and just epic. Yes, it's campy, it's funny, it's bonkers. It's from the writer of *Malignant*, Akilah Cooper. She's terrific. I mean, and as far as Jason Blum and James Wan is concerned, I mean, this is their first collaboration together, and I think they knocked it out of the park. They knocked it out of the park with this movie. And given the fact that this is the first horror film of 2023, and the first wide release theatrical movie of 2023, I mean, this is a hell of a way to kick off the new year, for sure. But yeah, I mean, I was throughout most of the movie, I was smiling from ear to ear. And I'll tell you, and there is a scene in this movie, when Kady first meets Megan, I knew that I was going to be impressed the entire movie because of what Megan does and what she shows her. I'm just like, wow, that is crazy. If you've seen it already, you know what I'm talking about. My jaw just dropped, and I thought that was just amazing, and it really made me smile because I was like, this is crazy. And then the third act of this movie, I mean, it's just the wow. I just couldn't believe what I saw. And this is this is destined, I think, to be one of the best movies of the year already, and we're only in the first week. But yeah, go see Megan if you're a Killer Doll fan. Yeah, I mean, and speaking of that, I wouldn't say it isn't. It is kind of a bummer that there wasn't a lot of blood, considering it is PG-13. But for me, I didn't care. I didn't care too much. I mean, it really didn't need it. It leaves some to the imagination, and I can appreciate that. And as far as it taking quite a while to get to where Megan springs and does her thing. I actually didn't mind it because I actually enjoyed the story building up to it. I like a movie with a good story in it, and it was interesting enough and moving enough that I didn't care. I was really invested in these characters. I was invested in Megan, of course, and I was invested in the story. I loved it from beginning to end. I was never bored once. It was well paced. The story didn't drag. So I mean, if there wasn't any negatives, I mean, the lack of blood would be it. But other than that, I absolutely loved it. I mean, I gotta give Megan 3.5 out of 4 stars. But yeah, go to the movies, see Megan. I guarantee you will have a hell of a good time. Thanks for checking out this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe if you haven't already. Comment down below if you've seen Megan. What'd you think of it? I love you guys. You guys are the greatest. And I will see you in the next one.